Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's National Chopsticks Day. Do you know how to use chopsticks the right way?
I do.
Do you do it the right way?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if they work.
I remember the first time I ever used chopsticks, I had one in each hand. I'm like, what am I doing here? You just stab things with
I like
these?
to use chopsticks.
Yeah, I know you do. And
I eat pudding with chopsticks.
I saw that. I was like, you don't eat pudding with chopsticks. It's also National Frozen Yogurt Day. Do you eat frozen yogurt with chopsticks too, Heidi?
I don't really eat frozen yogurt.
Oh, you're missing out. National Lame Duck Day. So if any ducks that are kind of lame, say, whoa, happy day to you. National Valentine Shopping Reminder Day. Oh, yeah, that's coming right up.
It is coming up.
It's next Wednesday.
It is.
I should probably start thinking about maybe getting something for my sweetheart. What do you want? Anything in particular?
Just you, baby.
Pay a compliment day today. Hey, you look good. Happy Valentine's Day. And many other things as well. Also, we have Tuesdays with Charlie coming your way here in a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. For those with severe depression, relief could soon be just an MRI away. In a clinical trial, British researchers applied transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, like zaps, to the brain of 255 patients with treatment-resistant depression over a total of 20 sessions. So what they did is they zapped their noggin 20 times. Patients reported substantial improvements in their symptoms and quality of life for at least 6 months after the procedure. More than 2/3 of participants responded to the treatment, with a third showing 50% improvement in symptoms. And for 1/5 of the patients, their depression did not return at all. Researchers used an MRI scan to personalize the site of the magnetic stimulation for each patient. So here's what I think happened. They're like, okay, we're going to zap you in the head until you're better. And after 20 sessions, they're all like, I'm better. Stop zapping me.
Please stop.
Stop zapping me in the head. I'm good. I'm cured, Doc. Thanks. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know that more than half of Gen Z shoppers say they prefer self-checkout lines? What?
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm
They
not
don't
a
like to
fan.
talk to people.
And they said they would even switch their store of choice for the ease of self-checkout or self-serve kiosks, according to new data from Avery Dennison. Why? Well, it's not because they're independent or introverted. Really? In a survey, 1/3 of Gen Z respondents said they steal while cashing out at self-checkouts. A third of them said
they
that
admit it
in a survey. So if a third of them said that in a survey, you know it's more than that. Here's why I'm saying they would be dishonest in the survey. They're stealing, so they're already being dishonest.
You might want to do away with those self-checkouts.
I am not a fan of the self-checkouts because, first of all, I don't steal while I'm checking things out, so maybe that's why. But no, I like talking to people.
I like to
person.
have the person
Yeah.
who's getting paid to do it.
Me too. Yeah, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Dolly Parton has a new TV variety special coming along, and dog lovers will want to tune in. It's called Dolly Parton's Pet Gala. It's coming up later this month. It's February the 21st. It'll be on CBS and Paramount Plus. There's a pink carpet arrival with stars and adorable pets joining them. a pink carpet instead of
Pink
red carpet.
carpet.
That's cool.
Okay.
Well, it's Valentine's month, so I don't know if that's why it is, but there's a whole bunch. I'm looking at this big long list. A lot of celebrities involved. You can read the details. If I read the details, we won't have time for this. Shannon Doherty's finally catching a break amid her grueling stage 4 cancer battle.
Oh, good.
She revealed that there's been a miracle breakthrough after she took a gamble on her Let's Be Clear program. The Beverly Hills 90210 star said the radiation oncologist put her on a new cancer infusion, and they didn't see a difference after 4 treatments. But her team said, hey, let's try something different. And they tried it, and she's like, hey, I've been given a really big break here. So I think that's really cool.
Wonderful.
I'm always sad to see people going through those things. We had a friend that went through that last year and passed away, and boy, that's tough stuff. It's so tough.
Impossible. It's awful.
Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Santa Clara has been named the the kinkiest city. Okay.
Oh.
I don't know why I got that report. They're not recruiting us, if that's what you think. That is just such a weird thing. Would you want to be... Guess what? We were just rated... Do you think their Chamber of Commerce is going to be putting that in?
It's going to be on the posters
their
and
new
brochures.
marketing? Yeah, come to Santa Clara. All right, let's move on to this. How would you like to have a smartphone that you never, ever, ever have to charge?
Okay, what does
could
that
happen.
entail?
Well, listen to this. A Chinese company has unveiled the BV100 battery. It is smaller than a coin, but has a lifespan of about 50 years and never, ever requires recharging.
Okay.
Heidi's giving me a side eye while I'm reading this. That does not translate to the radio very well, Heidi.
I don't trust.
Well, let me
stuff like
explain.
that,
Here's
but-
why. The Beta Volt says it is the first ever battery to successfully miniaturize the atomic energy system that they need for this. It's an atomic battery. It might not sound safe to you, but the company says it will not leak radiation, even if its protective cover is punctured. They've tried all this. The company plans to begin mass producing these atomic batteries later this year and introduce a more powerful version in 2025 that could be used to power the aerospace industry, medical equipment, AI devices, small drones, and yes, even future smartphones.
Here's a question, though.
Yeah.
How do you recycle these things when they die?
I don't know. You just launch them into space.
Yeah,
No, I have no
that's-
idea. I don't think that's the answer, but I don't know. It's an atomic battery. And maybe at the end of its life cycle, there's nothing to recycle. You just crunch it up and start over.
I don't know.
I don't know if you know this, Heidi, but I don't have all the details. That's all I
That's
have.
surprising because you usually do.
I told you everything I know, which took 2 minutes. Look at that. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
I'm not too happy.
You're not? Why's that?
Well, it's cold. We got winter.
Yeah.
And you're in Iowa. The temperature there right now is what, 2? So what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today? Got anything good?
It's good. Every time I talk to you, it's
It is good. So what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about?
Hey, did you know that, well, kids 2 to 12 and then adults over 45, they consume the most ice cream?
Really?
I could see that.
Like if you're younger or older, you eat more ice cream?
Yeah, that 12 to adult age, whatever that is, apparently they don't eat the ice cream.
Huh.
I've done this before, and I'm sure you have. 5% of ice cream eaters share their ice cream with their pets.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
do that.
I had.
I don't. I've seen you do that, and then I've seen our dog lick her butt right after that, and then lick some more of your ice cream.
I had to get the taste out of her mouth. Get that taste out of my mouth.
Yeah. What was that? Was that New York vanilla? Yeah.
You've done it too.
I have.
I don't do that.
Hey, then Washington, D.C. boasts about 277 lawyers for every 10,000 residents.
Really?
They have the most. You know what has the least?
Who's that?
North Dakota.
Really? So there's only like 6 lawyers in the whole state.
To be fair, there's only like 6 people, so.
Yeah, you got 10,000 people, you got 4 lawyers. A little different there, isn't it?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
And then did you know that some 160 billion emails are sent daily?
I would absolutely agree with that. There's a lot of them.
So you got 160 billion sent by 1.2 billion email senders.
Huh.
1.2 billion sending 160 billion. That make sense?
Yeah, that's a lot of numbers, though.
And then did you know that 97% of it is spam?
Really?
I get a lot of that every day on this stupid machine.
Do you?
I found the delete button. Now I know where that's at.
That's what he does every time I send him an email. Delete.
Yeah, well, I can't say that. Hey, then, did you know that Wrigley Company founded on April 1891 by selling baking powder and began packaging chewing gum with each can of baking powder?
Oh, I didn't know that. So that's why they started making chewing gum? They started putting it in baking powder?
Attaching it to the can.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. That's interesting.
Later, the gum became more popular than the baking powder itself.
Yeah. Huh.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Powder's a good stick of gum. Once again, people that go into school, you learn something.
You don't get free things in products anymore like you used to. Like back in the day, everything came with something free. And now, like, you can't even get little toys in cereal boxes anymore because some kid choked on it because he put it in his mouth. So you don't get free stuff anymore. I think that's sad.
And I've seen John choke on that stuff already.
I've done it a couple times. Who got the toy? I'm the winner again.
Don't laugh on this next one.
Okay.
You know that Oprah Winfrey, her real name on her birth certificate was Oprah, but it was mispronounced so many times, Oprah stuck with it.
What was it originally?
Well, her real name is O-R-P-A-H. Oprah.
Orpa.
So they must mispronounce it like I do, Oprah.
Now we know. Huh.
You crack up every time I say that.
You can't say it. That is so funny to me.
Is it our turn to ask you something?
I got one more thing.
Oh, you got one more. Okay, what do you got?
And this is just in case you care. I don't care, but letting the cat out of the bag is a whole lot easier than putting it back in.
That would be true.
You know, it's interesting that you would use that to end because my question is about cats as well.
All right.
Yeah, there are some cats that are the breeders breed them to act like dogs. What is that cat called? Do you know?
A sick puppy.
No, but you're partially there. It's called a puppy cat.
Oh,
yeah. So they from the time they're born, they raise them to act like dogs, and they're puppy cats.
I would probably like cats if they acted like dogs.
We actually have a dog that kind of acts like a cat. So
no,
it's
we
like
do not. Our dogs are dogs.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Hey, let's do it again next week.
That sounds like a good plan. We'll same time?
Same time.
All right. We'll call.
Same time, same great station.
Thanks, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Again, my father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Give yourself a little credit.
I've been telling you about BetterCreditCards.com for a few years now. I'd love for you to take a few minutes today to check out the website. Who knows? You might find a better credit card, one that offers a better rate, or a credit card that offers cash back, airline miles, or other points and perks that can help you. Check it out now.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Comets smell like rotting eggs. What?
Oh.
Okay. I don't know why that is. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are 10 towns named Hollywood in the United States. So there's one that's super
I knew
famous.
there was more than one.
Yeah, but there's 9 others in addition to that. I've been to a few, but not all. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It is illegal to purchase or consume Jack Daniel's whiskey in the town where it is produced, Lynchburg, Tennessee. We've talked about that.
We've talked about
because
that.
it is a dry county. Makes you wonder why they wouldn't just scoot over to a different county, but, I guess. How about this one? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It's possible to die laughing, typically due to a heart attack or suffocation.
Really?
How awful would that be?
I don't know. I can't think of a better way to go, honestly.
I can think how awful it would be as a stand-up comic if somebody died of laughter during one of my shows. Heidi's looking at me
I think you're safe.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that one. Thanks, Heidi. I appreciate the look. Appreciate it. Several fun facts. And Heidi, too. I know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Insurance. It's important to have insurance, but it's more important to have the right insurance. After all, if you're not covered, it's like not even having insurance. Make sure you're covered for whatever claim might come your way with InsuranceChicken.com, helping you peck out great insurance deals in your area. You need insurance on your car anyway. Why not get great rates for great insurance from InsuranceChicken.com? That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. It has been found that 68% of adults still ask their parents for advice about this. What is it? 68% of adults ask mom and dad about this. Money. Yeah, good job, Heidi. You been reading my notes over here?
No.
Did you cheat? Is that what's going on? You haven't known any of these forever.
I know I haven't. I really haven't.
That does
that
make
one
a lot
kind
of
of makes sense.
It does. All right. Kids, if you got a question, go ahead and ask us. We'll tell you how we became broke. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
What could you do with an extra $129 a month? In this economy, every penny counts. So an extra $129 each month would absolutely help. Well, 97% of us have a cell phone, and the average person pays $144 a month. Mint Mobile can help you save a mint. At just $15 a month, that's an average savings of $129 each month. It's time for a Mintervention. Switch and save today. Get this special offer at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. You big fan of the TV or the movie Braveheart? It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I don't know that I would say I'm a super fan, but some Home Depot customers have been delighted to discover the store is selling a medieval sword similar to the one used in the 1995 film Braveheart. Yeah, I said it right. Home Depot. Why are they selling this? Home improvement outlet description of the item says, reclaim your freedom from the tyrannical English king with this authentic William Wallace sword.
Okay.
A replica of the one used by Mel Gibson in the Oscar-winning film. Yeah, from 1995. How is it just hitting shelves now? Fans of the film wasted no time in filling the review section with jokes and references to the movie, including one who wrote, is this sword sharp and sturdy enough to carry into battle, or is it just suitable for a bit of light pillaging? For the record, $50 is the amount, and they say it is a decorative sword. So, no, please don't use it for pillaging or battle. All right. I've got a link to it.
They do it every once in a while. They have just random
bizarre
stuff.
I've got a link to that one. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Morning habits doctors and psychologists wish that we would do. Like write something down for which you're grateful. I do this not writing it down, but in my prayers, I thank God every day for something I'm grateful for. I do too. And sometimes it's just simple things, like when I wake up in the morning and I see my beautiful wife, I say thank you for my wife, and thank you for the gift of sight for me to be able to see my beautiful wife.
Listen to you.
Well, I do. I appreciate you, baby. Drink water. Doctors are saying if you would drink more water, you would be much healthier. Meditate. They're saying just a 10-minute meditation. And I don't meditate, but again, I pray, so I think those are similar. It's like some quiet time where it's just you and your thoughts and doing your thing. Make your bed. Okay, well, I'm out here.
I make the bed.
I don't make the bed. I tidy up my side of the bed while Heidi's still sleeping, then I go and make coffee and do my stuff. Getting some natural light, exercising, and doing something you enjoy. All of those and all the details for the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-310-5831. 800-310-5831. That's 800-310-5831.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Nora Ephron is who our quote is from today. She says, When your children are teenagers, it's important to have a dog so someone in the house is happy to see you. Here's the thing that's been funny. The last couple days, our dog has been happy to see me. Because I've been gone, and then I'll come home, and she'll like run over, and she wants some attention.
Yeah, you've been gone so late.
But here's the thing that's funny.
So.
In the past, when I would come home, I'm like, Cassie, come here. And I'd have to like chase her around the house. I'm like, what is going on? Why don't you want me to? So now she's like, hey, man, I kind of missed you. Well, thanks. I'll ignore you more often. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. All right, our good news story today comes from Atlanta, Georgia, and here's a headline. Arby's Foundation erases student lunch debt for over 7,000 students.
How great is that?
Yeah, the city schools of Decatur announced the complete elimination. I was going to say the competition, but that's not right. It's the complete elimination of all student lunch debt thanks to a grant from the Arby's Foundation. It's a positive development that came as a relief for the school district. They faced financial constraints, leading to the decision to provide alternative meals to students who had outstanding lunch charges. The Arby's Foundation decided, let's dive in and help. They donated over $200,000
That's
to
wonderful.
completely pay
Wow.
off not only the $88,000 in debt they already had, but put another $73,000 for another school district and another $35,000 for another district and $7,000 for a different district. So they wiped out not just this one, but like this entire area's school lunch debt. How cool is that?
Wow.
It's part of their broader $1 million nationwide initiative by Inspire Brands. That's an Arby's parent company aimed at alleviating school lunch debt at over 750 schools around the country. Childhood hunger is something that no one should ever have to face, and school lunch should be a time that kids look forward to and not worry if they'll have a meal that day.
Exactly.
And this, again, is from the parent company of Arby's. It's called Inspired Brands. They say, we're honored to have partnered with so many local school districts to help the students enjoy lunchtime with their classmates and ease the burden on the parents.
Love that.
I love that, too. That's really, really cool. And on their bags, I see there's a photo here. It says, no kid hungry. So they're like promoting this through the stores, saying,
Love it.
hey, when you're buying stuff from us, you're helping us wipe out this debt. So that's really cool. I think that's neat. And you know what? It makes sense. That really makes sense that they're saying, hey, let's step up and help. And I feel bad for the students that land in this situation because it's not the kids'
their
fault. It's
no,
never.
It's not.
Never ever the kids' fault. And it's not usually not even the parents' fault. Right now, there's some weird things going on in the world, and there are people that have been in a situation they've never been in before. So Arby's, thank you. I think that's cool. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to The John and Heidi Show.